Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. This is going to be BSL 17 Hasuleague round of 32 Group E, which I think is going to be my favorite group. We got Rancor starting in the upper left-hand corner as the Peach Zerg. Bottom right-hand corner, we have Taptap from Great Britain as the Black Protoss. On the other side of the bracket, we got Herbmon, and we've got Too Sexy for You. Too Sexy has gone pretty deep in Hasuleague previously. Herbmon might be my favorite to take it all. Rancor might be my favorite to take it all as well. Rancor, this might be Rancor season. We'll see. Rancor has previously moved his way up to Hasuleague here and there. I feel bad saying like I like watching Rancor play. Let me just put it that way. I enjoy watching Rancor. So it's one of those things where I like seeing Hasuleague players make their way up and start doing really, really well and improving their play and making it up to Gosu and Pro League and whatnot. I wouldn't be shocked if Doodle gets there pretty quickly, for example, from the champion from last season. But it's really nice to have these guys in here, at least this season. And I think this might be Rancor season. Just gonna feel it out. I could see Rancor doing it. What I'm particularly excited about is Rancor's versus Zerg is very, very fun. And Herbmon's versus Zerg is very, very fun. And so those ZVZ matchups could be really exciting. Looks like we're seeing a gateway opener here bottom right. But I don't know anything about Taptap. He's one of the guys that's kind of a blank question mark. In fact, I didn't see him on the players list. We actually even had a random player in Napoleon who I don't think ended up fielding despite the invitation. Looks like we're seeing a hatchery opener for Rancor top left. 11 hatch to start. He's going to go ahead and send out a scout. He does have an overlord making its way bottom right. Cross spawn positions, which means both players are going to come across each other's base in the second position. Pylon out in the main. Single zealot being produced. Nothing crazy from Taptap behind all of this. I feel like the one gate opener is has the most trouble, I should say, at cross position like this. And I'm not sure I like this gateway placement where it's plopped down in the middle, because usually you'll see the gateway off. I'm not sure if this is tournament nerves or what. But more often you'll see the gateway here to allow the front door forge. I'm wondering if Rancor sees this. Rancor is one of those guys that will pull the trigger and push in a lot of Zerglings. But Zealot making its way across. The drone spots it. So Rancor can make note of its positioning. But I wonder if he's going to see this gateway positioning and think, this is going to be difficult to defend with Zealots alone. Because usually even with the pocket you get... Yeah, this is going to be very difficult defense at the natural, to the point where this Zealot could be a liability for Taptap making its way out here. The drone, yeah, I think just double checking, saying, okay, are you up to something crazy? Yeah, so checking that natural, looking to see whether, and it is going to be a Nexus drop behind this. Wow, okay. That's very, very brave. So we got 4 Zerglings, and yeah, additional Zergling, yeah, immediate additional Zergling production. And I am not shocked in the slightest. Forge behind this, so... Yeah, staggered Forge. But a very awkward front to try to defend. And Zergling swarming. It looks like Probe gets taken out of the main. It might have gotten a kill. And let's see if... That was a nice spot from Rancor, finding the Zealot that was hidden behind... I didn't even see it. Hidden amongst the bones. Right there. That should force a cannon or two. And it looks like Taptap not dedicating an additional cannon. Okay, now building a cannon. Tech delayer behind this. But that gateway's very exposed. As is the forge. Like, all of this tech is exposed. And Zergling speed's about to kick online. So see what Rancor can get done with it. Might get a gateway kill, just heads up. And a potential run by after that. Yeah, so getting a good spread. Now the Zealot's getting surrounded. They're going to get wiped out. Cannon is online. Taptap holds for the moment, but lost a Zealot. Probably going to lose another one. Rancor, actually, never mind. Just going to shove his way in. I thought he was coming back to attack that Zealot, but still able to sneak 3 annoying Zerglings in. And the worker count... very close to even. Rancor in a nice position here to do really whatever he wants. A cannon placed in the main to deal with the Zerglings that are pushing through, and that's a big hit early. That's slowing down the cybernetics core, which would have been necessary to deal with the Mutalisks that are coming across this. I don't think a single cannon is going to be sufficient to deal with the Mutalisk follow-up. 2 probes were pulled off gas, leaving only a single probe on gas right here. Cybernetics core just dropping, so everything looking bonus for Rancor to start. He's going to drop a defensive sunken colony. Probe making its way back across. We do have some more Zerglings. They could... We'll see if they go for the run by a very late +1 weapon start as well. So 2 bases are up for Taptap. He's not dead yet, but I really like Rancor's position. See if this turns into Mutalisk. First, some Zerglings testing the front. I think this is mostly just to keep an eye and make sure nothing sneaks across. Yeah, they're just on patrol to make sure that nothing is able to sneak across. And now that the Spire is finished, Rancor can fold this back to... Looks like he wants to go for a full Mutalisk. Look at the resource stack right here. And he's saving all of the larvae. And dropping his 3rd behind this. All of which he can do. So 6 instant Mutalisks. He can produce more Mutalisks behind this. Going for +1 armor as well. Gateway Flood. Along with the Citadel of Adun. And no anti-air. Is this just... I'm wondering if this is going to turn into the range thing as well that we saw to try to defend from the previous match in Group D. I'm wondering if going Dragoon is just becoming on guard. But I said this previously and I was wrong. So hopefully this time I am not. I believe Rancor should be able to just roll over Taptap with pure Mutalisk here. Because there's not a lot of anti-air to speak of right now for Taptap. This might have been a recent shift in the meta that I've missed. Evolution Chamber up. Some Scourge being produced. The Scourge aren't even going to be necessary. And it's just Zealots. Yeah. And even this isn't a lot of Zealots. This might force a cancellation of the 3rd, but he'd end up losing the entirety of his main and everything else in the meantime. So the air fleet moving in. 2 additional hatcheries being dropped out in the field. And Zealot leg speed is going to kick on, but they can easily get cleaned up, and honestly, looks like that, yeah, that should be it. So Rancor able to get massive amounts of damage done at the main. He can just start working on these pylons to shut down the gateway production. The Zealots marching out. A few, yeah, just looks like he's going to dive all the way into the natural to get maximum damage. The Zealots now peeling off, but Rancor just needs a little bit of defense. Maybe a few more Mutalisks up in the air, and that should be it. The probes evacuating the natural, trying to get a cannon up at the main. Zealots marching their way across. They actually might have gotten here. So it was Zealot leg speed. Let's see if they can get some damage done. Rancor doing a really nice SimCity, blockading a lot of these units. The Mutalisk, however, not attacking. That's a lot. Okay, is it? No, it's just sitting there. There, it's finally attacking. I think it's on hold position. But it doesn't matter. Looks like the Mutalisks are returning to home base to clean the rest of this up. Oof. So some counter damage done. But right now with the probe count, you can see Rancor is actually economically ahead. And as soon as these Zealots are cleared out, this is still sufficient Mutalisks to deal with. There's, what, 2 cannons here? That's enough to kill those 2 cannons. And they should be able to clear the 2 cannons at the main. So Taptap gonna GG right there. Rancor takes game 1. Was correct there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.